We just went over how to do the magic circle, magic ring. It's interchangeable. I don't remember which one's exactly right, but it's all just fun anyway. It doesn't have to be exact. So we're going to start our granny square with that magic circle or magic ring, 3 chains. For the first cluster, and this is a cluster. A cluster is basically under 5 groups, group of 5 double crochets. 5 to about 7 is tends to be a shell, and then anything more than that's going to be a fan because it opens up really wide. So we're doing a cluster, so it's only 3 double crochets, and then so everything's in sets of 3 pretty much, 3s and 4s. 1, 2, did I get 2? 3, and then we want to have 4 clusters of 3 double crochets for our first round. And this is going to be changing color. We're going to go ahead and just start with color. It's easier with color for me. I see it's easier. I'm going to show you the difference. So we'll start with the second row in this pink, but we're going to just switch over, change gears to doing changing color because it's super easy. I say that. It might not be as easy for you to get the concept, but once you see how I do a monochromatic, it's hard to get in the video. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. We're going to zip that circle closed, and we're going to treating this row of 3 chain stitches as a double crochet. So we're going to go into the top of it, not just one. We're going to actually go into the top of it. So there's the back of that stitch. We're going under the V, pretending it's a double crochet. We're just going to slip stitch. Now, if this is going to just be pink granny square, perfectly fine. We're going to do slip stitches over to this corner because we need to get to this corner. We can't work it here. Now, you can clip it and do like I'm going to do a multicolor. This is a multicolor. We can clip it and treat it like that. The benefit, you've got your pros and cons of both. The pro of the one color is you have less tails to have to deal with. The con is some people have trouble with this concept. So to get it over there, we're going to slip in the tops, slip stitch, top of that one. This yarn is misery. And we're going to slip this one. And by slip, I'm just slipping it under. And so we did 2 tops of double crochets. Now we're going to go into the corner, not into any stitches, just underneath all the stitches. Right? And chain 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to create a corner. And don't worry, I didn't forget. I'm going to change colors. I'm just showing you how that works. All right. So that's one way of doing it, is slipping those. But I find changing the colors is pretty easy. So we're going to go back in there, and we're going to chain off. My tails on this, 5 to 6 inches. That's typical. I lost my hook, excuse me. Not a fine science. My next color is going to be turquoise. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put my hook into the next corner. It actually, at this point, doesn't matter. I like to get it as, pretty close to my tail because I want to knot these off to make it a little easier. So did you see what I just did? I went into it like I was doing a stitch, but there's not anything. Nothing is twisted, nothing. You've got your tail end on this side, ball end on this side. And I'm just holding it with my tension. I'm going to pull it under. I guess I don't need both of those, do I? Because I can't do that. And slip. 2, 3. And I'm kind of holding this at least for one stitch. I want to put that under the tail. Now we're going to create the corners. So you have these right here. Let me get the light a little bit better. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, yarn over, double crochet, and we're going to do 3, a cluster of 3 double crochets. All right, 1, 2, 3. This is creating a side. We're going to go into the other corner. One, 2, 3. You see, I'm doing it in the same space, just 2 of them.